Hey everybody, it's Matt here. I want to talk about the new, in quotations, Luigi's Mansion game that'll be coming out in 6 days on that looks better. That's an actual reason other than, oh, I just want to play it again. To be able to play this old gem on that handheld. So, I'm going to be picking it up day one, and whenever I finish that, I'll upload another video probably to really talk about that, to really June 27th, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. So, for anyone who doesn't know, it is a remake, really just a visual overhaul of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the 3DS. Why they changed the name, I don't know, because that stirred some initial confusion with me. I didn't know it was Dark Moon again. I mean, I'm happy to have you digest my thoughts, both of which I haven't beat, and the Thousand Year Door, which I haven't played for more than 20 minutes probably, just because I never played the original. I'm not very interested in playing the new one. I just know that it's apparently a good game, so I decided to pick it up. I'll probably finish it one day. I've played Super Mario Wonder a lot more. Love Dark Moon. That was a fantastic game. I had so much fun with it and playing the multiplayer portion of it with my friends, just climbing floors and finding all the unique ghosts. I thought that was a very interesting gameplay wise. And it's not bad that they changed the name. I just find it kind of odd when it had a much more unique name originally. But minor complaints aside, I'm extremely pumped for this game, right? I haven't been very interested in picking up a Nintendo product in a while. They just haven't made anything that truly intrigued me. The only games I've picked up as of recent was Super Mario Wonder and the Thousand Year Door remake on that game. Now, that's not the only thing I'm particularly interested in right now. I'm a big fan of One Punch Man. I know it's a big jump from going from a game to a show, but keep your pants on, because we're going to do it again. I'm going to go from this directly into another game that hasn't even released yet. So, One Punch Man Season 3 has been cooking for a while. I still haven't beat it, probably haven't even gotten halfway through it. I mean, it's a good game, though. It's nice to see the Mario series, the new Super Mario Bros. Series, rather, finally get shaken up and not be the same thing 4 years in a row. And I can't wait. I think that Garo is a very good, very strong antagonist, and frankly, he's a badass that's really powerful. And I think Saitama is an interesting protagonist. Back to Luigi's Mansion. Why am I excited? Well, this was a great game on one of my favorite consoles of all time. Right? Well, not console, but you get the idea. I grew up playing a DS and a Nintendo 3DS. Probably spent the most time on the 3DS out of any handhold I've ever had, including a phone, and probably the second most out of any console that I've ever had, being only beat by the PS3. So, having this game that I played through so many times, that I spent so much time on, had fun with my friends on, was wowed and awed every new part of the game I got to remade, is it's great. I didn't ever think I'd see Dark Moon be remade, and they couldn't have announced it at a better time, because especially as of the last month or two, I've wanted to play the game, but I didn't necessarily want to buy it. I didn't want to play it that much. But now, knowing that there's a improved version coming out, who just makes the show so interesting to watch. Like, the thing separating One Punch Man from My Hero Academia is having a main character who's too strong to lose and who just is totally done, fed up, and really just laughs at the world around him and the strength of these threats around him. And he had a he's had a journey so far getting to Class B, and I'm really wanting to see him go higher. I'm interested in seeing where the Monster Association arc goes, because I didn't read the manga. I still haven't. I probably should, and I'm not opposed to trying it, but I just I don't like reading to begin with, and on top of doing other stuff with my time, I don't want to go to one of the sketchy websites to find out what happens in chapter 213 of the One Punch Man manga. But anyways, so can't wait for it to drop. Allegedly, it's supposed to drop this year, in either in the fall or August are the two popular time frames that I'm being told, that I'm seeing whenever I look it up. And yeah, I think that King Orochi, Monster Lord King God Queen Tyrene Orochi, I think that he's a I don't know, he had a very strong presence the one time that he was seen in season 2, and I'm interested in seeing more about that character. Alright, now, done with the One Punch Man spiel. Might get into it more. I might make another commentary video on just what I love about the franchise so far, what I love about the show so far, with the 2 seasons that it has. But next up on my list is Expedition 33. This was a game that was showed off at essentially the Xbox E3, and it is like a dark, gritty, emotional, turn-based RPG. Very, that is a genre that I thought had died out and was only being kept on life support by all the Final Fantasy remakes, which, as my dad says, has just been changed from the original concept into more of a real-time strategy type thing. Well, that's probably not the right game type that it is. It's more of like just a RPG with real-time combat and turn-based mechanics. But anyways, it's a different beast now, right? And I was I'm not a super big RPG person, but even I have to agree that the presentation of the trailer for Expedition 33 during the Xbox Live thingy was fantastic, was spectacular. They showed off very interesting, very flashy move sets for your party members. They showed off phenomenal enemy designs that make me think, well, even if I'm not a big RPG fan, a big turn-based fan, maybe this is worth picking out just to see the stylistic choices and the strength of the art that is in this video game. I don't recall if there was a release date, but either way, it's definitely not going to be this year. And I think that's okay. And I also hope that it's not available on old gen. Now, my console is still old gen. I still have an Xbox One S. We do have a PS5 in the house, but it's not mine per se. But if it is new gen, I'll just pick it up and install it on there and get to playing. I have I don't really know what to expect. I don't have high expectations, but I have high hopes just from the bit of gameplay that I had seen. Speaking of, the Xbox E3 had a lot of diversity, a lot of very interesting games, interesting looking games. Just some off the top of my head is like a stop motion animated art style type game. There was, which also happens to be set in the South. There's also, as I said, Expedition 33, a dark, spooky, turn-based RPG. There is obviously the new Call of Duty, which also had great presentation. There's like a cyberpunk, not like the game, but as an concept, cyberpunk hacker stealth, uh, parkour thing. It was very strange, but I can't say that I'm not interested, or else I'd be lying. A lot of really interesting concepts, none of which were being released this year. They were all the ones that did have release dates said 2025. So I guess we're gonna have a unique year for gaming next year. We're gonna have an interesting year for gaming, and I think that's good. I hope this industry is one that I love dearly. This is my hobby. So I would love to see it get out of the state of modern gaming that it's in, where everything is released broken, everything was released with the intention of selling microtransactions and making money, where there's no care from the developers. They're not allowed to care. They're just allowed to get it out by X day so that the big cats who invested in the company can get returns. So hopes are high for the upcoming games. Excited for One Punch Man later this year, hopefully. Excited for Luigi's Mansion, can't wait to relive my childhood. Excited for the next year of gaming, and that's about it. Just wanted to make a quick little commentary video because I know I didn't technically drop one yesterday. I dropped that horror, I dropped the Granny Horror Game sort of gameplay video at 3 in the morning, which doesn't seem to be very interesting to most of you, so I'll keep that noted. I'll keep my mind on that. Maybe it's just because it was a lame horror game. It was like, oh, it's Granny. Woohoo. I don't think my commentary was terrible. I screamed like a little girl a couple of times, but it's not getting a whole lot of traction. And I get that I'm not a big channel. Not at all. Not even close. But I mean, hell, my Mumu.io is one of my fastest growing videos and is doing leagues better than that Granny video did. So, and also I might need to stop releasing videos early in the morning because there's next to nobody up at that time who would be interested in watching them. Today, I believe I have put on some Beat Saber content, which, I mean, I'm a solid Beat Saber player. I find the game is very fun, but I guess I'll just sort of gauge the interest on that over the next few days. And if you guys have seen those shorts, those videos, and also are watching this right now, then I encourage you to let me know if there's a better way to upload where the quality is better, where the colors are flashier. So, alright, I think that about covers it. I've been trying to rack my brain all day, trying to find something to talk about, so hope this suffices. Tactical Matt, out. You have a beautiful day.